Today we are going to take up advanced tax. Okay, this is important for say 2 to 5 months. They will ask advanced tax. Okay, what is advanced tax? See, advanced tax is nothing but tax paid before 31st March of the learned previous year. Repeat, tax paid before 31st March of the learned previous year. For example, our previous year 2019-20, that is 1/4/2019 to 31/3/2020. So if you pay before 31st March 31/3/2020, that is called advanced tax. Any tax payable after 31/3 is nothing but self-assessment tax. Repeat, advanced tax is nothing but a tax paid before 31st March of the learned previous year. That is in our example in our previous year 2019-20. So before 31st March 2020, if you pay any tax before 31st March 2020, advanced tax. After the 2020, it is self-assessment tax. Okay, so advanced tax is payable by every person, where the final tax payable after adjusting TDS is 10,000 or more. Okay, who is liable to pay advance tax? Who is liable to pay? That is every person. The final tax after adjusting TDS is 10,000 rupees or more, then they are liable to pay advance tax. So advance payment of tax is also known as pay as you earn. Pay as you earn. It means wherever you earn the income, or whenever you earn the income, you are liable to pay. That is advance tax. Next, sir, how can I predict? How can I estimate the income? Clearly says the assessee is required to estimate his current income for the year under various heads and pay advance tax on due date. However, in the case of income by way of capital gain and cash income, assessee is required to pay advance tax is only after such income is earned. Reason very simple. Capital gain and cash income we are unable to estimate. So thereby, in case of capital gain income and in case of cash income, so advance tax payable only after such income is earned. Fine. Next, note, tax paid before the March of the learned previous year is called advance tax. Okay. Example, tax paid between 1/4/2019 to 31/3/2020 shall be treated as advance tax paid for the previous year 1920. Any tax paid after the 31st March is to be treated as self-assessment tax. Okay. What is self-assessment tax? Self-assessment tax means balance tax payable by the assessee on the returned income after adjusting TDS as well as advance tax. That is balance tax payable by the assessee after adjusting TDS and advance tax. Important. TDS credit can be taken only if it is deducted by the payer. If tax is not deducted at source, then no credit can be taken by the assessee. Of course, see, if you deduct your TDS, okay, when you take the credit TDS, the payer has to deduct the TDS. The payer has to deduct the TDS. Then only you can get back the credit. Advance tax payable by the assessee covered by section 44AD and 44ADA. Do you remember that 44AD and ADA is covered income under the business of promotion? An assessee who has opted scheme section 44AD or 44ADA shall pay the advance tax in one lump sum, one installment. Okay, the whole amount of advance tax in one installment on or before 15th March. Repeat, an assessee or opted section 44AD or ADA, they have to pay advance tax in one installment on or before 15th March of the relevant previous year. Then not applicable for senior citizen. See, advance tax provision is not applicable for senior citizen, provided there is no income from business. I'll repeat. Advanced tax provisions are not applicable in case of resident senior citizen not having income by way of income from business. That is, a senior citizen is major source of income either salary, that's by way of pension, or house property income, or any capital gain, or other sources. So other than business, then senior citizen need not pay advance tax even though final tax liability is more than 10,000 or 10,000 or more than 10,000. Repeat. Senior citizen, okay, not having a business income, they are not covered under payment or under advance tax provision. They are not covered under advance tax provisions. Okay. So when senior citizen is liable to pay advance tax, very simple. A senior citizen is main or is one of the income is business income, then is liable to pay advance tax. Suppose a senior citizen does not have any business income, then he need not pay advance tax. Okay. Next, due date for what do you call installment for paying advance tax. See, advance tax payable as follows for all assessee. Listen, for all assessee. For all assessee on or before 15th June, 15% of advance tax. 15th September, 45% of advance tax. 15th December, 75% of advance tax, and 15th March, 100% of advance tax. So you have to pay on or before the 1st March 100% of your tax. Okay, this is the installment. So keep remember that 15th June 15%, 15th September 45%, 15th December 75%, and 15th March 100%. Okay. Any doubt? Based on this, we are going to take up problems. Okay. Discuss whether the following assessee are liable to pay advance tax. Discuss whether the following assessee is liable to pay advance tax. Where the total income of Mr. X, a non-resident, is rupees 3,50,000. TDS nil. Non-resident, TDS nil. See, question number 1. Mr. X, non-resident, income is 3,50,000. Okay. TDS nil. Whether TDS advance tax provision is applicable or not. 3,50,000 minus basic exemption 2,50,000. How much? 1 lakh. Put 5%. 5,000. See, provisions clearly says final tax. Okay. Add cess. Add cess at the rate of 4%. 5,200. Whether section 87A is applicable or not. Whether section 87A is not applicable or not. What is 87A? Rebate. See, rebate, it is only for resident senior. Resident individual, not for non-resident. So in case of non-resident, the basic exemption is all the 3 category, that is individual, senior citizen, very senior citizen. In case of non-resident, basic exemption is restricted to 2,50,000. Basic exemption is restricted to 2,50,000. Thereby 3,50,000 non-resident is X. So 3,50,000 minus 2,50,000 1 lakh. Put 5%, 5,000. Adds this to 4%. Total how much to come? 5,200. See, provision clearly says final tax after adjusting TDS 10,000 or more. In this case, advance tax provision not applicable. For question number 1 not applicable. Then question number 2. Question number 2, where total income of Mr. Y, a resident, rupees 6 lakhs, TDS 23,800. TDS 23,800. Listen, 6 lakhs income. 6 lakhs. Mr. Y. So 6 lakhs minus 5 lakhs. 1 lakh. Put 20%. 20,000. Okay. Plus 12,500. 32,500. Add cess 4%. Cess 4%. 32,500 into 4 percentage, 1,300, 1,300, 33,800 less TDS, TDS amounts 23,800, TDS amount 23,800. Therefore, tax payable 10,000. Tax payable 10,000. See, provisions clearly says provision final tax after adjusting TDS 10,000 or more. 10,000 or more. In this case, clearly says tax payable is 10,000. Thereby, advance tax provision applicable. Advance tax provision applicable. Any doubt? Advance tax provision applicable in situation 2. Case 3. Turnover of Mr. A 1 crore 50 lakhs. Turnover of Mr. A 1 crore 50 lakhs. He has opted for section 44AD. He has opted for section 44AD. What is 44AD? Present due income. Present due income 8%. Present due income 8% on turnover. That is your income. Okay. Listen. Case 3. Third case. Turnover 1.5 crores. Thereby, so taxable income as per section 44AD is 1.5 crores into 8%, that gives 12 lakhs. 1.5 crores into 8%, so taxable income in this case 12 lakhs. So for 12 lakhs, what is the tax liability? Tax liability for 12 lakhs less 10 lakhs. So 2 lakhs into 30% plus 1,12,500. He is not senior citizen. Okay. So 61,72,500. Add cess 4%. Add cess 4%. So 1,72,500 into 4%, 6,900. 6,900. So tax liability 1,79,400. See, there is no TDS. It's not given TDS. Okay, so total tax liability including cess 1,79,400. See, since an assessee opted section 44AD, so as far as 44AD or 44AD is concerned, advance tax, that is no different installment. Those who are opted 44AD, only one installment, that too 100% payable on or before. Payable on or before 15th March 2020. Payable on or before 15th March 2020. Provisions clearly says, in case of a person or assessee opted for 44AD or ADA, then advance tax is liable to pay only one installment, that too before 15th March. Any doubt? Okay. Next also same. Okay, next. A senior citizen having pension income of 3 lakhs. A senior citizen having a pension income of 3 lakhs and property income of 5 lakhs. Pension income 3 lakhs, property income 5 lakhs. Our total amounts to 8 lakhs. So 8 lakhs minus 5 lakhs, 3 lakhs into 20%, 60,000 plus 12,000, almost 70,500 is tax liability. So plus 4% cess. Okay, sorry, 60 plus 10. Senior citizen, no. Basic exemption 3 lakhs. So what do you call 60, 3 lakhs in 20%, 60 plus 10, 70,000 plus 4%, 72,800 almost. Okay, whether assessee is liable to pay advance tax? Answer is no. Why, sir? Because a senior citizen not having a business income, he is not liable to pay advance tax. In the given case, a senior citizen salary income is their pension as well as house property income. So, not having a business income, thereby he need not pay advance tax. He need not pay advance tax. Any doubt? Doubt? Next we are going to discuss interest under section 234A, 234B, 234C. Okay, that is, what is 234A? Suppose if an assessee failed to file return of income, repeat, an assessee failed to file his return of income within due date. For example, due date for individual 31st July 2020. 31st July 2020. This is your due date. See, this is as per provision. Listen carefully. This is as per provision. Okay, but in practical, they extended to November. See, current year they extended to November. Okay, this is as far as just theoretical purpose I am telling. Practical is different from theoretical. See, theoretical always individual 31st July. In case of company, September 30 last year. Okay, so due date 31st July. Okay, so your computation of tax liability after adjusting TDS and after adjusting advance tax, still there is a liability of say 15,000 tax liability. Balance tax payable. Balance tax payable after adjusting everything, TDS, advance tax, etc., etc. After adjusting everything, final tax payable 15,000. Due date of return is 31st July. Okay, so unfortunately, on account of coronavirus, you are going to file return 15th September 2020. 15th September 2020. In this case, 234A will attract. What is 234? If an assessee failed to file his return before due date, then he is liable to pay 1% per month or part thereof. 1% per month interest at the rate of 1% per month or part thereof. What is part thereof? See, July is the last date. Okay, but he actually filed 15th September. So July next month, August, September 15 days, sir. Even 2nd September, even 2nd September itself. 1 month, additional 1 month, that is August, September. Even 1st September also treated as 1 month. So in this case, the liable to pay interest under section 234A is 15,000 into 2 by 100, 300. So total tax liability 15 plus 15, 300. This is tax liability. Why, sir? Since a return is not filed before due date. Very simple logic. See, before 31st July, it's a loss of revenue. If you fail to file due date, that is return of income before due date, it is lost to the government. See, if you file 31st July, 31st July itself, government received 15,000 rupees. But actually your filing date is September, so 2 months delay. Thereby, government has charged interest. Government has charged interest. 1% per month or part thereof. So in the given example, 2%. Okay, any doubt? Fine. Another example. Suppose Mr. X pays entire 15,000, say 37/2020. 37/2020 itself, 37, that is before due date, he paid all tax liability. That is by way of self-assessment tax, 15,000 paid. Okay, but return of income is filed 2/9/2020. Whether 234A is attracted or not, answer is not attracted. Very simple. See, the object of 234A is loss of revenue. In the second example, a full tax, that is all tax inclusive, everything says everything should be paid before 30th July. So as on 31st July, there is no tax liability at all. Tax liability is nil. So mere just 2 months delay in filing return, it is not attracted to 234A. So 234A is not. No. Any doubt? So 234A, understand clearly. So 234A, it is only when tax liability is still due. The due date of filing return is after this filing return after the due date. Filing of your return after due date. Tax liability is there. Then 1% per month are part thereof attracted. This is 234E. Any doubt? Okay. Next, 234B. 234B, when interest is charged, 234B, failure to pay advance tax or advance tax paid is less than 90% of assessed tax. Repeat, 234B attracted when there is no advance tax, that is advance tax not paid, or advance tax paid but less than 90% of assessed tax. What is assessed tax? Assessed tax is nothing but original tax minus TDS. Original tax minus TDS. We'll discuss once again. For example, see, your taxable income, say rupees 8 lakhs. Taxable income is rupees 8 lakhs. For 8 lakhs, your calculate tax. So less 5 lakhs, 3 lakhs into 20% plus 12,500, 72,500. Add cess 4%. Cess 4%. So 7500 into 4%. 2,900. 75,400 plus TDS. Nil. So tax payable 75,400. Listen. See, 234B, very simple. So 8 lakhs income, for 8 lakhs your tax liability is 75,400. For 8 lakhs your tax liability is 60, 72 plus tax. Okay, 75,400 your liability. Okay, but there is no TDS. So entire amount is due. So first condition, advance tax not paid. Advance tax not paid. Then 234B will attracted. Okay, how much percentage there? 1% per month or part thereof. Okay, but this 234B will commence from 1st April onwards. In our example, 1st April 2020 onwards, 234B will come. Listen carefully. 1st April 2020 till the date of filing your return. Your ID return. So, for example, you are going to file your return 15/9/2020. Thereby, from 1/4 to 15/9, that is April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months. So 75,400 into 6%, 1% per month. For 6 months, 6%. See, not only for 234B, in this example, 234A also attracted because due date is 31st July. So you are filing August, September, 2%. So in this example, add interest under section 234A, 234B. This is for 2 months, this is for 6 months. So 2%, 6% on this figure. Any doubt? Once again repeat. 234B, interest is when interest is charged, failure to pay advance tax or advance tax paid is less than 90% of assessed tax. Rate of interest 1% per month or part of the month of the tax due commencing from 1st April of the relevant assessment year and ending till the entire tax is paid. Okay. See, in our example, 15/9 you are filing date of return. That day you are paying tax. Suppose 30th July itself you paid. 30th July itself you paid all tax. Then 234A not attracted, 234B also not attracted because you paid all tax. So April, May, June, July, 4 months interest will come. See, in this case, you are liable to pay tax to the self-assessment tax. You paid 15/9/2020. You are filing your return is 15/9/2020. See, nowadays everything should be online. So you are filing 15/9. So tax liability say 75,400 plus 8%. 75 400 into 8%. Say 81432. Total tax liability 81432. Round off to 81430. 81430. So this 81430 you are paying on 15/9/2020. Okay. Suppose if you pay July itself, then April, May, June, July, 4 months for 234B, no 234A, because your tax paid is before due date. Thereby, no 234A will attracted. No 234A is attracted. Next, note. Okay. What is assessed tax? Assessed tax means original tax minus TDS. Original tax minus TDS. Any doubt? That's all 234B. Next we are going to take up 234C. We will take up 234B, small problem. 234B. We will take up. Listen. Listen carefully. Tax on total income of Mr. X for the previous year is 4,80,000. So tax liability is 4,80,000. Okay. TDS 80,000 less TDS. So what is 4 lakhs? Assessed tax. Compute the interest under section 234B in the following situations. Two cases given. No advance tax is paid by Mr. X and self-assessment tax paid on 10/9/2020. Self-assessment tax paid on 10/9/2020. So, no advance tax paid. Thereby, receipt will commence 234B. Interest will commence on 1st April, relevant assessment year. Thereby, in this case, 234B 4 lakhs into 1% into 6 months. How 6 months? April, May, June, July, August, September. Because 10th September you paid self-assessment tax. So interest under section 234B for case A. Next case B. Case B, advance tax paid 31/3/2020 is 3,75,000. So here assessed tax 4 lakhs less advance tax paid 3,75,000. So balance tax due 25,000. Balance tax due 25,000. See, in previous page we saw when interest under section 234B is attracted, when there is no advance tax paid at all, or advance tax paid but less than 90% of assessed tax. See, this is your tax, assessed tax. Assessed tax 4 lakhs. Put 90% of 4 lakhs, 3,60,000. 3,60,000. How much you paid advance tax? 3,75,000, which is nothing but more than 90%. More than 90%, then no interest charged. No interest charged under section 234B. Why, sir? Because advance tax paid is more than 90% of assessed tax. Suppose in case instead of 3,75,000, if it is 3,50,000, then 234B will attract it. Then 234B will attract it. Any doubt? Okay. Next we are going to take up 234C. 234C. When interest is charged. If the installment paid are not proper. When the installment paid are not proper, that is amount paid is less than the installment due. Amount paid is less than installment due, or there is no installment paid at all. Do you remember? At the time, at the introduction class, the due date of advance tax before 15th June, 15% of advance tax. 15th September, 45%. 15th December, 75%. 15th March, 100% of advance tax. Okay. So if you pay the installment, but which is less than the specified, it is less than 15% or 45% or 75% as the case may be, then you are liable to pay interest. How much rate of interest? 1% per month or part of a month. 1% per month or part of a month. Note, interest under section 234C will be charged only up to 31st March of the relevant previous year. 31st March of the relevant previous year. Interest under section 234B will be charged from 1st April of the relevant assessment year. In our example, in our previous year, see in our previous year 2019-20. So in 2019-20, 234C charged up to 31st March 2020. However, 234B commenced at 1st April of relevant assessment year. Okay. Note, very important note, note it down. An assessee is required to pay first two installment of 15% and 45% of the assessed tax in advance on the due dates. However, interest under section 234C shall not be charged if the assessee had paid at least 12% and 36% of the assessed tax. That is, they have to pay 50% of assessed tax, but they paid but less than 15%, say more than 12%, say 13%. Then 234C will not attract. Next example, on or before September 15, 45% of assessed tax. Say 45% of assessed tax they have to pay, but they paid 38%. However, more than 36 months. See, if it is paid more than 12 months or 36 months, then no need to charge 234C. I will explain with the example. Not applicable of interest under section 234 in certain cases. Interest under section 234C shall not be charged where such shortfall is on account of underestimate or failure to estimate. See, capital gain, just at the beginning itself I told you that capital gain you cannot estimate. Thereby, the following income you need not charge 234C. Capital gain, cash flow income, income under the profit and gains of business or profession in case where the income arises under the said head for the first time. Business or profession, the income is earned the first time and dividend in aggregate exceeding rupees 10 lakhs. However, the assessee should have paid the whole of the amount of tax in the remaining installment which are due or where no such installment are due by 31st March of the financial year. Okay, we will give a small example. Original tax rupees 1 lakh, TDS 40,000. TDS 40,000. Compute interest payable under section 234C. A. No installment paid. B. Installment paid given 15/6/2019, 15/9/2019, 15/12/2019, 15/3/2020. 5,000, 10, 15, 10, 15, 20. Third case, 15/6/19, 15/9/19, 15/12/19, 15/3/2020. 3 cases, 8/14, 18, 14,000. Okay, listen carefully. 3 cases given. First, there is no installment at all. Tax liability is 1 lakh, TDS 40,000. What is assessed tax? 1 lakh minus 40,000, 60,000. Okay, for 60,000, that is 1 lakh minus 40k. 60,000, 15 June, 15%, 9,000. 15th September 2019, 45%. 15, 12, 19, 75%, and 15, 3, 2020, 100%. Okay, 45% they have to pay. That is 60,000 into 45%. 27,000, 45,000, 60,000. See, I am putting in a cumulative format. Okay. See, this 45% increase of 15%, 75 increase of 45, 100 increase of 75. Okay. Listen carefully. First case, no installment paid. So the 9,000 has to pay. Okay. Less installment paid nil. Thereby 9,000 into 1% into 3 months. So 90 into 3, 270. Next, nil. Okay. So already we charged 9,000. Balance how much they are able to charge? So next 27,000. Installment is less. So 27,000 into 1% into 3 months. 810. Next nil. 45,000 into 1% into 3 months. So 450 into 3, 1,350. And finally 60,000 into 1%. That's all. 600. 60,000 into 600. 60,000 into 1%, 600. So total tax, total interest. Total interest under section 234C is nothing but 270 plus 810 plus 1,350 plus 600. How much? 270 plus 810 plus 1,350 plus 600. 3,030. 3,030. This is for option A. This is for option A. Note it down. We'll take up our next option B. Next case, second case. See, 15th June he paid 5,000 rupees, but actual due is 9,000. How much he failed to pay? So 9,000 minus 5,000. 4,000 rupees due. So 4,000 into 1% into 3 months. 120. Similarly, 15th September is liable to pay 27,000, 60,000 to 45%. How much he paid? 5 plus 10, 15,000 he paid. How much paid? 15,000. So how much due? 12,000. So 12,000 into 1% into 3 months. 360. How much? 360. Next, how much is liable to pay? 45. How much so far paid? 5, 10, 15. 30,000 paid. How much paid? 30. Actually, how much due? 15,000 into 1% into 3 months. 450. And finally, out of 60, how much paid? 50,000 paid. How much paid? 15,000. So, balance 10,000 into 1%. That's all. Rupees 100. So, total interest. 120 plus 360 plus 450 plus 100. This is case B. This is case B. How much? 120 plus 360 plus 450 plus 100. 1030. 1030. Any doubt? Note it down. This is case B. This is case B. Any doubt? Next, case C. Case C. Out of 9,000, you paid 8,000 rupees. Listen. Here we have to be careful. So this is 9,000 for 15%. So for 8,000, how much the percentage? How much the percentage? Listen. 8,000 divided by 60,000. Percentage is 13.33, which is nothing but more than 12%. More than, see, this is more than 12%. Thereby nil. Once again repeat. See, as far as 234C is concerned, if the installment is less than 15%, then interest will applicable. However, if it is installment is more than 12%, then no interest charged. Similarly, in this case, you have to pay 45%. Suppose if you pay less than 45, interest will come. But which is, if it is more than 36%, between 36 to 45, no interest charged. No interest charged. Next one, he paid 14. 14 plus 8, 22,000. How much? 22. How much is the rate of interest? I mean percentage. So 22,000 divided by 60,000 100. 36.66. 36.66. Thereby, this is more than 36%. So nil. No interest. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Say 234A, sorry, 234C will attracted. Okay, if it is first two installment, at least you have to pay more than 12% or more than 36%. If you pay more than 12% and 36%, then 234C not attracted. So in the given example, first two case there is no interest, and third one, how much you are able to pay? 45,000. So far, how much you paid? 18 plus 18, 26. 30, 40,000 you paid. How much? You paid 40,000. So liability is 5,000. 5,000 into 1% into 3 months. 150. Then total amount paid 54. Then 54 balance 6,000 into 1% is nothing but 60. So case C, okay, total interest equal to 150 plus 60. Answer is 210. Answer is 210. That's all. For this, we are concluding advanced tax. So far, say advanced tax when it is say what is advanced tax? Okay, any tax payable before 31st March. Sorry. Exactly. Before 31st March of the any tax paid before 31st March of the 11 previous year. See, in our 11 previous year is until 2019-20. So before 31st March 2020, that is your advance tax. Okay. So when advance tax is liable to pay, so each and every person is liable to pay advance tax. Okay, where the final tax payable after adjusting TDS is 10,000 rupees or more. Then suppose if it is 10,000 or more, then is liable to pay advance tax. In case of senior citizen not having a business income, he need not pay advance tax. Then advance tax installment is very simple. On or before 15th June, 15% of advance tax. On or before 15th September, 45% of advance tax. On or before the 15th December, 75% of advance tax. And finally, on or before 15th March, 100% of advance tax. In case of assessee opted for section 44AD and 44ADA, then they are also liable to pay advance tax, but not various installment, only one installment. Entire advance tax, entire tax liability they have to pay on or before 15th March. Okay, anything else? That's all advance tax. We will take up next class TDS, tax related source. Bye.